You are listening to N.A.M.E Broadcast Radio, serving top professionals from all over the globe.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to introduce our special guest that we have here today. But before I do that, I would like to take a minute to tell you a little bit about him. Mr. Micheal G. Davey was born in Sligo, Ireland. He obtained his Master's of Education from the National Louis University in 2003, a Level 3 Illinois Director's Credential in 2006, and a Level 6 in Early Childhood Education in 2013. He is currently the President and Executive Director at Mount Prospect Childcare Center, Inc. in Mount Prospect, Illinois, and has just celebrated a 60-year milestone of excellence in early childhood education. Please welcome Mr. Micheal G. Davey.
Good morning, Tony, and thank you for having me.
Thank you very much as well. Well, I've looked at some of your credentials, and I have to tell you that they truly do speak for themselves. But before we touch upon them, I'd like to dial back the clock just a little bit. Now, after you receiving your Master's of Education from St. Louis University in 2003, tell us why you decided, instead of just becoming an educator, you went the route of owning your own child care center, using your own philosophy and methods of child development.
Well, that's true, and thank you for asking me the question, Tony. And it's one I'm probably happy to share with you this morning. Early childhood education was, in fact, a second career for me. And having completed my Master's of Education in Administration in 2003, I began a collaborative initiative with staff, parents, and local business agencies to improve our quality programs and also to have a better understanding of the range of services offered at our center. A couple of years later, we received N.A.M.E accreditation, which is a national benchmark of quality. And I'm also happy to say that last August we became a Silver Star rated center, which is a state benchmark of early childhood education quality and learning. And I suppose I continue to follow that path now on a daily basis.
Very good. I see here as well that you were the president at Mount Prospect Downtown Merchants Association. Also, you were involved with numerous community collaborative mentoring partnerships. This includes the Junior Achievement Volunteer, civic chairman of the Neighborhood Association. Elaborate a little on these programs and the impact that they have on the community as a whole.
Yes, I was president of the Downtown Merchants in 2006, so that's going back, and I'm just the immediate past president of the Chamber of Commerce. But about the program and my role, as you correctly identified in your intro, we celebrated our 60th anniversary earlier this year, so that would make us since 1955. I am a second-generation owner, and part of my role is to carry on the great family-friendly traditions, making Mount Prospect Child Care Center among the oldest and best-known family-owned centers in Mount Prospect. I guess my primary role is to provide a safe, nurturing, and family-friendly environment for all our children and staff, as well as maintaining open communication with our wonderful and very supportive families. In addition, I am responsible for all administrative duties and provide leadership and vision to fulfill the goals and priorities of the center. Developing, I guess, and enhancing quality staff professional development opportunities would be also in my role. And lead by example would be how I define it.
Well said. Well said. You're the president and executive director at the Mount Prospect Child Care Center, Inc. Now, this is something that's interesting. Your child care center provides separate, age-specific programs and supervised indoor and outdoor activities with a real emphasis on the children learning through play and dedication to helping them develop positive attitudes and effective learning habits. Now, can you please elaborate a little more on this philosophy?
I'd be happy to. Mount Prospect Child Care Center philosophy, as you correctly identified, is a play-based philosophy, but it's play with a purpose. We hold and practice that belief on a daily basis and incorporate that philosophy into our daily curriculum and activities. and we embrace the philosophy that play is the work of young children. When I reflect on our center's philosophy, ours is one that believes strongly in the respect for the individual child with a nurturing, safe, enriching environment. We're not sort of like a big box chain. Rather, we are a small family-friendly center that caters for the unique and specific needs of our community.
Very interesting.
We believe that parents, I guess, too, are the primary educators, not guess, they are the primary educators. And together our center shares that responsibility. And with our goals, we serve the children's emotional, intellectual, and educational needs. And I guess last but not least, we also recognize that our ever-changing societal roles of teachers, caregivers, and parents alike. I like to embrace the belief that a male and female presence in the life of the child is very important, and we accept and encourage participation by both at our center.
Now, Michael, as stated prior in your introduction, you have a very extensive educational background, completing your Level 6 Illinois Director's Credential in Early Childhood Education in 2013. You have stated, and I quote, "Knowledge is the foundation of all work." Please elaborate as an expert in education.
Oh, you've been very kind. Knowledge is power, and why is that important to me? I guess by definition it is familiarity, awareness, or an understanding of someone or something. That could be a fact, a truth, or a principle. So at Mount Prospect Childcare on a daily basis, our students become more knowledgeable through mentoring, facilitating, showing them examples, and allowing investigations. As a young man growing up in rural Ireland, a good education was always encouraged and favoured over some of the more transitory occupations. So I guess I would say that I was inculcated from an early age that knowledge is power.
Very good. That is well said, Michael. That is well said. Now let me say this. You were awarded in 2013 the Shining Star Award and CFO of the Year. This is quite an honor. And tell us, what do you think stood out about your business, your philosophies that clinched this award for you and your businesses?
There was many things. I have been involved in the local community for 25 years now, and part of my educational philosophy is to embrace the community businesses and become a participant in some of the local organizations. So part of our summer camp would involve taking children for trips down to many of the local businesses. So for that reason, I have quite a presence in it. And I did represent the village as the business representative to Sev, our sister city, in 2011. And I guess the Shining Star Award may have been part of that recognition. And the other award was sent in anonymously, so I'm not too sure who nominated me.
Now let me ask you, what do you see yourself doing down the horizon? What's next for Mr. Michael G. Davey with the next 3 to 5 years?
The million-dollar question, and something we would all honestly love to know, including myself. After 25 years in this occupation, I see myself more in a consulting role, delegating many of my daily responsibilities to a more energetic and willing leader. And I would like to teach a few classes at a community college, probably as adjunct faculty, become more involved in community volunteer services, and sleep in late a few mornings a week. And I guess finally I would love to pursue a few of my other interests, such as reading, fishing, and most of all, I love to travel.
Excellent, excellent. We have been speaking with Michael G. Davey. He is the President and Executive Director at the Mount Prospect Childcare Center out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. His Childcare Center provides separate, age-specific programs and supervised indoor and outdoor activities with an emphasis on learning through play and education. For further information, please contact www.mpccc.net or email him directly at info@npccc.net. Well, I must say, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Micheal, and I hope to have you as a guest again in the very near future. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Have a great day.
Likewise, Tony, and thank you for having me.
Very well, very well. Once more, we're speaking with Micheal G. Davey, the President and Executive Director at Mount Prospect Childcare Center. For further information, please go to www.npccc.net or email him directly at info@npccc.net. Once again, Micheal, have a great day. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Bye-bye.